What's up, crypto junkies, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the price action that we are seeing right now unfolding in front of us, my friends. Over $1,000 candle printed. You see, I'm so excited I can't even talk. Over $1,000 candle printed in the last hour or so. And it's just going nuts. And we're going to talk about US dollar tether and what's going on with Bitfinex and some of the crazy stuff going on there. So look at this. Look at this little guy here. Let's just take a little looky-doos. 13% move from wick to wick. Oof, baby, 13.59. Not bad. I'm sure there's a lot of people who were really excited about seeing this because every triangle, every wedge pointed down more. So this is really odd. Honestly, I don't understand what just happened myself. So I'm going to investigate this more. But for bulls, it's good. For bears, it's bad. So many liquidations just hit. And that's a perfect segue into the next topic, which is that poor guy, Tone, he gets no love sometimes. You know, he's been pushing at 4,200 FUD, 5,000 FUD for a really long time. As promised, my first and perhaps only Bitcoin trade this year just placed on October 13th. This isn't, you know, it's not saying that he just like got stomped out or stopped out or lost or something, but he's definitely catching a ton of like right now at this moment for this, because he thought that there was a 6,200 base being created, which he's right, like everybody else was thinking that it was going to go down more. So really confusing. It is European Monday, you know, because I'm in Asia and it's Monday. So Asian market open, maybe midday wires hitting. I don't know. But anyway, so he doesn't actually have a stop loss, but he's using his liquidation as stop loss. So 7650 is his stop loss. So that's where he'll get stopped out of this trade. And he's got one BTC that is leveraged 5x with a March 2019 expiration date. The 7650 is above the last swing high. So not a bad setup there. And he's got till March. I mean, well, unless he gets stopped out. So anyways, he literally just posted this not too long ago. I've not had a chance to open my PCs like out in a rural area, but hearing that there's a run. This is the perfect transition to talk about this tether topic, which is an interesting one, okay? Because I don't fully understand all this myself. I don't think I fully understand what this means, what this is going to do just yet. So here's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a peg being rocked and being flexed, okay? So there's, I believe on the 10th, 11th, and 12th of October, there's a 1.7% premium, meaning that tether was 106 or $1.07. Okay, a peg is a 1-to-1 ratio. So it's $1 to $1, and it starts to get into trouble when there's a 5-10% flex either which way, which now it's gone the other way for a couple days, 14th, and now today is still sitting at like 95 cents to 97 cents. This has happened before in 2017. There was a point in April 2017, January 2018 when this did this, but there's so many different options now. That's what's different. There's so many stable coins that are like, hey, yeah, we'll be a custodian too. Oh yeah, we'll get audited. And then there's US dollar tether with this Noble Bank drama going on, Bitfinex and HSBC, and people, no matter what, I don't care, you know, if it's true or not, they believe that the solvency is based upon Bitfinex. And, you know, so US dollar tether, Bitfinex are tied and linked closely together. So something that goes wrong with US dollar tether is gonna, you know, have a negative effect on Bitfinex. It's just how it is because people believe that. It doesn't matter if it's true. You know what I mean? And we've covered this. We've covered a lot of, you know, the HSBC stuff and Noble Bank stuff, but it was very interesting because when the Noble Bank FUD started coming out, then all of a sudden this HSBC partnership hit. Now HSBC, this is FUD, of course, is apparently pulling out. That's the FUD that HSBC is going to pull out. And now we're seeing this rocking happening of the peg. So this thread is really, really good because it's a variance of opinion on what will happen if this continues and what will happen if US dollar tether collapses. Now, what's the market size of US dollar tether? I'm going to cheat because I don't feel like looking. 2.5 billion. Okay, so 2.5 billion of presumed liquidity could disappear. That would be a problem because there's only 200 billion in the market cap, and to just chop out 2, that's a big deal. But what does this mean? Let's keep going deeper. Would Bitfinex fall? Bitfinex a top 6 exchange or top 4 exchange? Would it fall? Would that be like Mt. Gox 2.0? Because that's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of really great questions and like thinking about the future, which I haven't sat down, you know, and thought about what this might mean to have some insight, but I will. If this US dollar tether thing collapses, it doesn't necessarily matter because there's other now stable coins that are way more solid than that. And I think that's where a lot of this is coming from, is a lot of people are moving away from US dollar Tether because there are better options now, and there are better uses of stablecoins. It's that simple. And so now the question that we have to ask is like, what does this actually mean if Bitfinex goes down with it? Or just if US dollar Tether goes down, what would happen to the whole ecosystem of crypto? Would Bitfinex go down with it? Would this drive the price down of Bitcoin? Don't know. So I think that overall this is a good thing. I think US dollar Tether should be removed completely. I think it's an absolute joke. And it's you know, if we're gonna come over here and say that these coins are bad things, then, you know, coins and, you know, bad for the crypto space, then we got to do it over here and on the other side, which is, you know, stable coins and what those do for the ecosystem and what those mean. And I think that I think 100% that out of all the stable coin options, you know, the Gemini version and a couple of the other versions are better than the US dollar Tether. So I'll link to this thread, but there's both sides. There's a polarizing opinion, of course. It'll be a disaster for the entire market. Prices will sink. A lot of projects will run aground with no funding. Investors will lose their shirts, and it'll turn into open doors for regulators to begin taking much stronger action. This is like worst case scenario, and I think that's a little bit of an aggressive thought process, meaning like it's pessimistic. Everything's bad. Finally, they're gonna win, and the regulators will run in there. They're gonna, you know, clamp down on everything, and it's gonna suck, and all the volatility is gonna go away. Crypto is gonna be no fun. That's the worst case scenario. That's the pessimistic side. And the optimistic side is that regulation wouldn't actually be that bad. Maybe even that US dollar Tether collapsing would essentially help Bitcoin and crypto markets. Okay, I think that'd be maybe the optimistic side, seeing through that somehow. Yeah, so anyways, this did happen before, as you can see here, but it's very interesting. So here is the actual chart, the premium at its highest point, so 1.7% premium. It's hit, you know, fluctuating numbers before, but this is definitely very high at a time when there's other FUD hitting. So you know as well as I do that FUD in and of itself can create quite a bit of storm. So, but that's what's going on with US dollar Tether. It'll be interesting to see, and of course I'll think about this more and share my thoughts. But overall, I think it will be good. What it will cause price action wise in the short term might be bad. It might be a dip on a lot of different pairs and a lot of different coins, but we'll have to see. If you haven't already started to pay attention to this, you probably should to some degree. Maybe set some alerts, set some notifications so that you can keep an eye on this. Overall, so far, a decent day, you know, in the books. We've seen some of the biggest price action we've seen in what, 8-10 months in Bitcoin just today. So I think for a lot of people it's a win, and leave it at that and shut up about the rest. And so I will end this video there, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, quick update. Just went back to my Twitter and there's a load of stuff. So to state the obvious, the Tether collapse and the Tether situation would appear to be positive for longs and negative to shorts. I think that's fairly obvious at this point. The weekly candle for US dollar Tether to US dollar is right here, so that looks really bad. The other thing I was going to mention is that KuCoin had earlier today suspended withdrawals and deposits for US dollar Tether. It's just been opened back up within the last 15 minutes. And the thing I want to show you is this right here. This is from Kraken. US dollar Tether does not present a solvency risk to exchanges, and this is their definition, so go ahead and give that a quick read. You can pause the video if you like. The exchanges approach their mindset on everything had a 15% capitulation at Kraken. More stable coin. Yeah, not looking so good. Anyway, that's it. So everyone's talking about it. Get up on these notifications if you haven't already, and join in on the conversation. Keep an eye on this because let's see what other price action we might be able to squeeze on this on BTC, LTC, ETH. Everything's up right now. Enjoy. Click the like button, comment below with your thoughts and your analysis and what you think is going on. I'd love to hear it. And then if this is your first time to the channel, take a second, click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because we'll be dropping some more videos on the channel very soon, my friends. See ya.